With Gabriel Jesus' injury that's going to take 3 months, Arsenal yet to sign yet one Mikel MUDRYK. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching us today. As you make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything. Arsenal has to bring to you as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We're definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest right here at Arsenal. So right about now, I have to tell you that things have definitely been going on quite well for the club Arsenal, and the mere fact that Arsenal is in the top position, it is number 1 in the Premier League. That definitely means that a lot has to be done for that position to definitely be maintained. So for some reason now, I can confirm to you that there's been something that didn't go on quite well. As you already know, that the World Cup is definitely on and things have been going on quite well for many Arsenal fans, as the World Cup is definitely something that we have been looking at lately. I can confirm to you that there have been a few injuries that have gone on, a few injuries that have taken place, and this is something that we are definitely going to look into. It will be remembered that Gabriel Jesus, one of Arsenal's best football players, Gabriel Jesus, who is one of the best strikers in the world and one of the best strikers in the Premier League, got an injury that could last actually not even 3 months, but the latest coming in says that it could last more than 3 months. It could be more than 3 months, and this is something that has definitely led to panic in the Arsenal camp, as Mikel MUDRYK is one of the options that is being looked at. And why is Mikel MUDRYK being looked at? It's simply because Gabriel Jesus is a very wonderful football player and he needs to be replaced, and he's made an impact at Arsenal. What I mean, he's scored a number of goals, and that's why Arsenal is definitely in the first position. And if they want to maintain that position, that definitely means that a lot has to be done right about now. A new signing has to be got so that in the 3 months of the knee injury that Gabriel Jesus has, that definitely means that a new player has to be brought to the club. And we think that the player that is going to be bought is none other than Mikel MUDRYK. It's not even thinking that is the reality. So the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, has been looking into the options with also the aid of the current manager of Arsenal, and that is none other than Mikel Arteta. So the pair have been looking into options, seeing who could fit in, and some of the players that were looked at, there is Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo is one of the football players that have been looked at, and they have been thinking, Arsenal have been thinking that they could get Cody Gakpo, but for some reason Mikel Arteta didn't feel the Cody Gakpo transfer. And lately what he's been talking about, the person he's been talking about, is none other than MYKHAILO MUDRYK, the Ukrainian football star. And he's been saying he's been saying that the Arsenal management should get in touch with Shakhtar Donetsk, where he's been playing, and we think it will be a great thing if the Arsenal management gets in touch with Shakhtar Donetsk, and that will definitely lead into this transfer, and we think things will definitely go on quite well. With a lot going on in the transfers and a lot going on in the World Cup, you can let us know what you think who is going to be the winner of the World Cup. You can let us know what you definitely think who the winner of the World Cup is going to be. Do you think England is definitely going to reach the finals of the World Cup, or it's going to be a bit complicated for Saka to get to the finals of the World Cup? There's a difference even between getting to the finals of the World Cup and also winning the World Cup. A few Arsenal players are definitely in the World Cup, and it will be remembered that some of the football players, some of the players that are looking forward to winning the World Cup, we can say also, we cannot forget the Brazilian superstar, and that is none other than Gabriel Martinelli, who also is playing quite well in there. And a lot of drama has been happening with great clubs being knocked out, great football teams being knocked out, and the latest that has been knocked out is none other than Spain. It was a shocker from Morocco beating Spain terribly. That was Morocco gave Spain a thorough beating, and definitely that is something that many people didn't anticipate. People who bet had betted quite a lot of money on Spain, that Spain could definitely beat Morocco. People were saying it will be very easy for Spain to beat Morocco, and it didn't come that way. It came out that Morocco was definitely very prepared for beating Spain, and that is something that we were looking at and saying the possibilities of, there was a bit of a possibility of Spain actually going through, of Spain getting to the finals. That's what people definitely thought, but it's definitely out, and we are looking at clubs, teams, national teams like Netherlands, like Argentina, Brazil, England. I'm telling you, there is tight competition in there. There is big competition. There is tight competition in there, and it will definitely be very good if one of Arsenal's football players gets the World Cup. That will definitely be quite good, and we'll be happy to pronounce to you whatever we bring, whatever we find. Let us know what you think, and we'll be letting you know that we will be bringing to you the latest on our footballers that are in the World Cup. Let us know what you think in the comment section, and please do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything that helps us to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We want to be the first people to make sure that we bring it to you straight as it is. So what's been happening recently? Still, we are talking about the main reason we're here mainly is the one and only Mikel MUDRYK, who is definitely set to join Arsenal, and he is a great player. And when you see his skills, when you see his dribbling skills, when you see his pass accuracy, everything is definitely quite good. When you see, he's quite incomparable to many football players. He is definitely one to get, and if Arsenal definitely gets Mikel MUDRYK, I think the number one position will definitely be something that is covered. I think that will definitely be covered, and we think it will go on quite well. Let us know what you think in the comment section about Mikel MUDRYK's joining, Mikel MUDRYK's transfer and him joining Arsenal. Do you think it's worth, or the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, and then the current manager, Mr. Mikel Arteta, are making a mistake? Do you think it's fine or it's not? With a very young squad, Mikel Arteta is definitely one that looks at players of the next future. He doesn't look at players who have already made names. That's something he's been doing for a while now. He doesn't look at, for some reason, he doesn't look at football players who are old or actually stars. He doesn't look at big names. He looks at young talent, developing the talent and making the talent much better, and getting results from this talent. And this is why we think that Mikel MUDRYK definitely fits in Mikel Arteta's play mode, and we think it will definitely be great. And there are very many chances, and big chances. The percentage of getting Mikel MUDRYK is definitely very high, because he's just like the likes of Bukayo Saka, Smith Rowe, Edin Ketia, and for your information, to let you know, Mikel Arteta definitely likes such football players. He definitely likes such football players, and that's why this gentleman has a greater advantage to the rest. And we think it will be a great signing. We think definitely that will be a great and good signing. Let us know what you think in the comment section about this, as he is definitely one of the best football players, one of the best players that anybody, any football club can definitely get. We are heading to the January transfer window, and it's going to be massive. It's going to be quite great, as football clubs are definitely looking at strengthening their clubs even much more especially when you look at Manchester City that has 32 points. Is it 32 points? And Arsenal has 37 points. A great difference of that's a great difference of points, because that, when you look at it, that is a 5 difference. That's a big 5 difference in points, and that is something that is quite big. And we think that that will be quite great. We think that that will definitely be great. 5 points, a difference of 5 points. I think that will be that's great. But the question is, will Arsenal manage to finish the whole season with 5 points or even greater? Because when you look at the fixture, Arsenal still has great clubs that it's going to be playing, and it will be quite challenging. I'm telling you, it will definitely be quite challenging for Arsenal. But that does not mean that that Arsenal is going to give up. That definitely means that it will definitely be greater, and it will be because the mere fact that it's a 5 points difference, it gives Arsenal a better chance, and also something to work on when the season starts again. It's now on the line, and things are definitely going to be much better than they are. And thank you for being part of the podcast. And we say, do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything Arsenal has also bring to you, as long as it is Arsenal related. And we definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here at Arsenal Diehards. Things have definitely been going on quite well, and we think the transfer is going to be okay. We think the transfer is gonna be all right. Otherwise, with Mikel MUDRYK transfer on the line, let us think that everything is going to be on, and we think it's something that Arsenal is going to take serious, because most of the time when when a player is linked to Arsenal, when it's not a very big name, there are some big names that that many people talk about, and definitely they do not. Everybody knows that these big names do not happen. But for some reason, I can confirm to you that when football players like Mikel MUDRYK are talked about, he's still young, still a young player, big talent, and also it will be remembered that despite all that, he is also willing to join the club. Thank you for being part of the podcast, and please make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss it on anything that we have to bring to you. As we tell you, thank you and goodbye for now.